Welcome to Java Space. So in the previous video, I had intended to start a demonstration of after returning advice. Then I remembered that I did not demonstrate one critical part of the before advice. So in this video, we are going to look at the after returning advice. So the after returning advice, the way it works is you want to execute the advice after the method has completed successfully. That's the goal. After the method have succeeded successfully, you wanna execute the advice code, which means when the call comes from the caller, it first hits the proxy, then the proxy will not execute the advice at the time, will forward the call straight to the target method. Then from the target method, if it succeeds, then the proxy will then call the after returning advice. And then after that, control will come back to the caller. But if the target method throws an exception, the proxy will not call the after returning advice. So let's come here and see the code quickly. So if you can see here, we already have this code. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna duplicate this method. So I'm gonna call it after returning tracker. So after after returning is here. So I'm gonna remove this. And which method do I want to intercept this time around? Okay, let's say we are intercepting this one this time around for the purpose of our demo. And it's also taken an integer. Okay, so this time around we are interested in the return type. So there's an attribute of the after returning called returning. So this attribute, we're gonna give it what we want to be returned. That's level. All right, so I'm just gonna say level here, and I'm gonna pass it here also. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna say level ETO, then I'm gonna say level. You see now the red dot has disappeared. All right, so which means the after returning, since you have the return value or the return object, you can then interrogate it. So what I want us to do is, I want us to say we're going to say method return successfully. All right, then after that we say logger dot info. So I'm gonna say level dot toString just for now. All right, so we see that we are intercepting this method here. So what we should be able to log on the console is this object. All right, so let's see. The method we are intercepting is this one. So I'm gonna say 1. Okay, so we should have logged this on the console. Let's see. It's not logged. Okay, let's see. I'm saying we are intercepting find level by ID. So let's see what's the issue with that. After returning find level by ID. Why am I not coming here? Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna remove all this. Find level by ID. Okay, integer. And find level by ID is an integer. Alright, level DTO. It's the return. Okay, let's see. I'm just supposed to, maybe it wants me to put it like this. That's the actual return type, right? Alright, so we can say level, but let's run it like this and see. Alright, let's go. Yes, so you see that this is the actual return type. So I had to put the exact return type that is returned. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna see level.getBody level.toString. Okay, so let's run this code. Alright. Method returned successfully. Then we have this object here. Dot get name. Dot get description. Okay, let me run it like this. I'm just gonna run this code again. Alright, so we have level 1. We have basic entry piece as we can see. But now let's throw an exception in this method called here, which is our target. So I'm gonna say throw new runtime exception, and then I'm gonna comment out this code, and I'm gonna run this again. So we are not expecting to get some log message. As you can see, there is no log message. So this tells us that if after returning advice, the target method threw an exception, the proxy will not delegate the call to the advice.